Hi everyone, let's begin. Tuning into the information that's available for us today. My neck pops and something settles in here. Tuning of this information 100%, translation of this information 100%. Wonderful. Okay. My neck popped closer to the bottom of my neck and my head is tilted in this direction off to the right side. That seems relevant. So let's talk about, is the direction relevant? No, so the tilting is relevant, likely to do with some sort of muscular pattern, some sort of fascial pattern. So let's go fascia, let's go Dura. So the Dura mater is, you can think of it like a bag that surrounds your brain and your spinal cord. You have different layers of your skull. That's an easy way to think about it. You have the skin of your scalp, then you have bone that is your skull. Inside of that you have a little, it's almost like it's made of plastic, well, thick fascia, but plastic, saran wrap. And then inside of that is your cerebrospinal fluid, and sitting inside of that fluid is your brain and your spinal cord. Some pattern here going on with the Dura mater, so the bag that contains your brain and your spinal cord, having to do with this bending, so a side bending pattern. There's a kink within the Dura mater. So it's like things are getting squished over here. Lateral bending pattern of tension. And that's causing sort of a wrapping sensation across the front of the neck. Makes me want to swallow, something related to the esophagus in this case. Tilting line popping up between my lower abdomen on the left side and, well, the direction in which my head is tilting here. So it's a line that's in line with the tilting of my head. Tilting lines representative of emotional patterns. So an emotion representative of the esophagus in this case. Well, the esophagus is used for primarily one purpose, and that would be swallowing, but that's not related to what we're working with here. So let's think about things that we can relate to the esophagus. I do not have emotional correlation to the esophagus, so we have to get creative until we can find out what this is. So we know so what's the first thing that comes to mind? May not be the first thing that comes to mind, but we do know. So let's keep moving through things that make sense here. Let's talk about the esophagus is a passageway. Okay, so it's a passageway between the oral cavity and the stomach. So passageway is coming up as relevant. So some sort of emotion to do with passageway, some sort of emotion to do with passageway, something that you use to get from one place to another. So something about this. So an emotion relating to transition at this moment in time, going on relating to this lateral kinking pattern in the container that surrounds our brain and our spinal cord. Something about transition. More popping at the base of the neck. There's our spot. Angle is changing. Increased sensation, even more so now, a little bit lower on the front of the neck. And here. still relevant to the esophagus. So we're unwinding a pattern to do with transition. But there's more that's going on here. Increased sensation now at the back of my neck on the left side. Left side is relevant, back of the neck is relevant, so something to do with the vertebrae here. So let's go with C6, let's go with C7, C7. Different emotions to do with C7. Let's go something to do with emotions that would be classically related to the thyroid. So someone that was close to us betraying us at one point in time seems to be what's going on here. My transition into the next phase is being limited by my holding on to the past. I'm holding on to this relationship that was quite meaningful to me, though this individual betrayed me, and I know that I can't go back. New crossing line. Tilting line going down in this direction. I feel it primarily in the inside of my torso, in that direction. I'm feeling nausea. The sensation in my esophagus is moving back, so now we're sharing space. The esophagus is right up against your vertebral bodies, so these are already areas that are pretty close together, but now it's like we have a bubble inside of our throat that's containing both of these areas, right? All three of these separate things, the esophagus, the C7 vertebrae, and this kinked area of dura mater at the base of our neck. Notice the head tilt is getting slightly less as we keep going. More cracking at the base of the neck. It's a slow moving pattern. We just take our time with it. Popping of my sternum with that inhale, that was nice. That felt good. Sternum relevant, just releasing. Wonderful. Looking off towards the right side, in this case right side is relevant to do with the future, right? So we're moving towards the future, and I'm hearing in through the left ear, you have everything you need. That's what you need to know about the future. You have everything that you need to do everything that you need to do. It's like a flossing here. Oh, pardon me. Energy moving. I believe that's all that I have for you today. Wonderful. Are these trapped emotions to do with transition and previous patterns of betrayal still present within our energy? Is there anything preventing us from moving into our ideal future today? Looks like you got everything you need there, friend. I hope that was beneficial for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.